Alright, so you have yourself a super dirty quad that you're looking to get clean. Well, in today's video, I'm here to help you guys. I'm going to show you guys how I personally clean my quad. As you guys can see, this thing is absolutely filthy. These things are like little lawnmowers, I swear. If you land in the grass, I fly a lot, around my yard, and there's a lot of grass out here, so they mow the grass a little bit. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. Honestly, you don't even need that much stuff. I use an old toothbrush, a little cup of water, and a little duster. So, your little dust gun. Unless you have compressed air, I recommend using compressed air because it's free. But if you don't, just go to the store. These are like $3, $4. Get you a couple cans of these. That way you can get the water out of places you don't want it to be. So first, we're gonna start off by disassembling everything. I like to take off my top plate. Obviously, take off your camera, take off the battery, take off your props. So I'm gonna do that off camera. I'm sure you guys probably know how to do that. All right, so I just went ahead and took off all my props. Another reason that I like to go ahead and, you know, take everything apart and clean it really thoroughly, probably, I don't know. It depends on how much you fly. If you fly like a lot and, you crash a lot, like I do, I try to clean it at least once a week, at least my main build. That way you can honestly inspect it for, things that might need to be repaired, things you might want to take note of. So in another video, I need to go ahead and repair my XT60 cable because this thing has seen better days. So I literally have more. I'm gonna go ahead and replace this. It's giving me issues. So just little things like that I like to take note of whenever I take it apart and clean it real good. Is you get to do scheduled maintenance. That way you're not in the air and then boom, your freaking quad just falls out of the air. That wouldn't be good. Another genius design was these press nuts in here for the 3D printed parts instead of your screw basically stretching out the 3D print material. They use like a press nut design that like a countersunk screw and is held down by metal. So just really clever design by Quadmula right there. But yeah, so once you go ahead and take everything apart, I'll be cleaning this GoPro too. I use the GoPro bones. I'm just gonna put that to the side, and then everything will just pop right off. Your O3 will be connected if you're using or whatever camera system. It will be connected. So there's the O3 right there. But yeah, so you'll just put this. I'm definitely gonna be cleaning this, as you guys can see. Super gunked on. Seen better days. I put all the parts. I'm gonna put them over here actually. So just remember in your back of your head like where everything went. All right, so first step that I do is obviously get your toothbrush wet, and then I kind of dab it on the towel right there so it won't be too wet. And I kind of start from top to bottom, so you can start with the motors. I'm gonna start with the stack, and basically just clean it up. Go in there. Don't be afraid. This stack in particular is actually water resistant, so it can use a little water. Obviously, this is to your own risk, but I've cleaned all my drones like this, and knock on wood, haven't had an issue. So just clean it really good. And basically, this is the gist. You're going to go in here and scrub-a-dub-dub everything down. All your connectors, all that good stuff. And then like what really makes a huge difference is these freaking arms. And it smells like grass. It literally smells like mowed grass whenever you clean this like this. Just cleaning all this crap. This stuff is nasty. That's just me though. That's like my OCD, I swear, is like I like to have my equipment clean. Relatively clean. I mean, I'll fly it when it's a little dirty, and it just flies better, I feel. I don't know. That's just me. I'm weird. So this is one arm down. Now I'm going to show you how I dry it. So you're just basically gonna grab the towel. I use a microfiber towel. You can find most of this stuff at like Walmart, but this towel is actually a one from Ammo NYC, if you guys know what that is. But look at that. Look at that arm. Let me see. Hopefully you guys can see that. That arm compared to that arm. Just a night and day difference. So yeah, you're basically going to repeat that on all 4 arms, on all the parts. And then this is where your little duster comes in handy, is to get out stuff that you can't really get, like all the little water. Because you do want it dry, you don't want it to be super wet. And just like that, we have 1 arm down, and you're basically going to repeat that on all 4s. Clean your camera. Like, look at that. Oh my gosh. Clean your camera real good. Clean all in here. And it just blows out all that grass. So, as you guys can see, that looks much better. I didn't do the bottom yet. I gotta do the bottom. So yeah, I'm going to do my thing here. Let me go get a Band-Aid because I actually cut myself. BRB. I don't even know what this freaking... I ran into... Look at this big piece of grass. I ran into like a flower bed. My parents' flower bed, and accidentally destroyed some of their flowers. And like that red stuff, it looked like blood, but trust me, it's not blood. It was some type of flower. I hit the leaf and then it exploded basically. I love this carbon fiber. I do want to get like a quad that has the what is that carbon fiber called? It's the other carbon fiber. Oh, that's gonna bug me. It's like right on top of my head. But it's the other design of the carbon fiber. I'll put it on screen. That will be dope. I think forged. Yeah, it's forged carbon fiber. That stuff looks so cool. If you could do like a quad. I mean, this carbon fiber looks really cool. Don't get me wrong. I just like the look of carbon fiber. It just looks futuristic. I don't know why. Trying to make sure you guys can see all this. And honestly, this is like kind of just therapeutic in my opinion. I like tinkering and I like cleaning things. And I'm honestly about to, like I said in the last video, I'm going to be going out of town here soon this weekend. And I don't know, whenever I'm traveling, I just like, at least, you know, going to where I'm going, I want to have a clean quad. I don't want it to be on the plane super dirty. Because I do carry this as a, it's basically like a carry-on or your personal item. So check out that video if you guys haven't seen it, the what's in my bag video. I just go over basically what's in my bag. Now this camera, look at that. It's basically a night and day difference, as you guys can see. And then I don't worry too much about getting the actual lens clean because I'm going to use a special cloth for that. But the lens is much cleaner. Looks much better. Wow. So the front of the quad is cleaner than how it started. So this is where that compressed air comes in handy. Because you don't want water to be sitting in between stuff. So this the O3. Trying to do the best I can with the camera angles, so sorry if it's a little weird. Get a little water, and then I go basically just in between the bell of the motor. Because sometimes sand, if you're flying in sandy conditions, sand can get stuck in there. don't use a lot of water, but just enough. These can get a little wet. That's what I found. Without too much, that can go wrong, I guess. And then the way I dry it is, we figured it out. Boom. So here's your air unit. Sorry guys, trying to give you the best angle possible. Not too much water. This one I think is a little more sensitive than the other ones. And then I do rock a plug on my air unit. At least the USB-C cable or USB-C port. So I guess that kind of helps with keeping water out of it. As you guys can see. And then obviously don't forget. This just blows all the water, you know, out of the air unit. You don't want a bunch of water in there. Alright, check that out, guys. Looking much better. Alright guys, so I just finished up cleaning the quad and it came out amazing. Looks a lot better, a lot cleaner, and this is how I like transporting the quad around if I'm gonna be hopping on a plane. So went ahead and cleaned it up. I'll be heading out of here this weekend. And then I also went ahead and changed out this. As you guys can see, this thing is beat up and it was giving me some issues, so I just changed that out to a brand new one. As you guys can see, got that in there. Looks really pretty. So yeah, that is pretty much the video. I'm going to go ahead and slap on some new props. Everything looks like it's fine. Always test your arms. Make sure your arms are nice and tight. Tighten up all the bolts, all the screws. Everything looks good. I'm going to go ahead and do a little quick test flight just to make sure everything is a-okay before we head out of here. This is what I do, you know, regular maintenance cleaning and also check on everything. So yeah, with that being said, hopefully you guys like this video. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.